I think he likes he got a roll. Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
We're back.
We are back. It's been a week.
Stronger than ever.
I was in the air.
Wait, what's in the air?
What?
What's in the air?
My hands.
Oh, your hands.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Oh, cool.
That's right. Because
Hey.
we're back.
We're back.
Soon to be the longest running podcast of all time.
The soon-to-be longest-running podcast of all time. The soon-to-be most-watched podcast of all time. The best show on the internet. Folks, welcome back. Brainwreck Live. Right here. YouTube.com/BrainwreckTV. Hit that subscribe button if you can. Leave a comment down below. Hey, join the chat. If you're there.
Yeah, let us know how you're doing. It's been a while, folks.
Yeah.
So let's hear it up. You know, I've been away. I was out on a work trip.
Yeah, you were. Working for you.
And let me tell you, I was on some of the shittiest airplanes. Like, I was not on one airplane that had a TV in the seat.
Oh, poor you. How far did you travel?
That's how you know you're on a shitty goddamn airplane.
How far
when
did
there
you
is
travel?
not a goddamn TV in the seat, and you got to rely on your cellular device to get any type of entertainment.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you can't connect to like the American in-app entertainment.
You're doing it wrong.
Fenton, good to see you, buddy.
Hello, sir. You're doing it wrong.
It was shit.
You're doing it wrong. See, you got to download the content to your device before you get to the airport. Like, you got to do it all the night before. Just load it up. Go to all the apps. Start downloading stuff. Albums, shows, movies. I paid for that fucking tablet. You goddamn right. I was sitting on that plane watching some Tony Hawk the last time we were flying.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't
There better be a
think the
TV
guys...
on my plane this weekend.
Where
are you going, Fenton?
Yeah, where are you going out to? Yeah, I don't think the guy really appreciated it next to me because, like, I had my tablet and it was like low, so it was shooting upward, and it was a night flight, so it was very bright.
Oh, you dick!
Yeah. Well, you know what? I wasn't gonna sleep, and I wanted to watch some Tony Hawk, so I, threw it on, and I was like, "This is."
The fucking guy next to you is like, "I'm being kept up by a pro skater."
Yeah, bitch, enjoy it. You can ease watch. It's fine. Yeah, like pro tip, man, download it. You get it all right there. You don't, because dude, the plane Wi-Fi is always dog shit. Always. Like, I don't get how that's even like a benefit.
I don't know. Oh, you're going to Vegas?
Oh, Vegas.
36 hours.
Wait,
I think you're doing it wrong.
Wait, hang on. Stop. You're going to Vegas for 36 hours? Flying out Friday. Home Sunday. You're going to Vegas for 30. What are you going to like is there a pay-per-view?
I mean, that's what I assumed.
I mean
immediately.
Like cool. Like, but like
either that or are you gonna do the thing where you put your life savings on red?
Oh.
How many people do that?
Oh, put everything they have on.
Yeah, like legit do the thing of like, this is everything I got. We're gonna double it, or that's it. That's all, folks.
I would have it's had to have happened. I mean, it's Vegas.
Oh, I think it happens daily.
Well, yeah, like that's my thought too. It's like there's at least one. Like Vegas gets at least one a day. Has to.
What do you think the odds are?
50-50?
Well, no, that's not true.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, because there's like one other color. It's like what, green?
Yeah. There's green for zeros.
So it's like what is it like?
Christy, what's the math on the odds?
Yeah, what's the math on like when all but one color is? When all but one color is a 50-50 shot, I think is how you phrase it.
Right.
Memorial. Oh, that's right. Sorry. No. We're it's our condolences to you, sir. Hopefully everything goes well in your travels and you get good Wi-Fi and a TV on the back of the seat in front of you.
And don't gamble away your life savings.
Please don't gamble.
Do that.
Don't gamble. We're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas in a month for the Emo Fest. I believe we've detailed on this show before, and I think we're going for a couple of extra days. We're not gambling though.
No,
at least not a lot. Like I might. So I
mean that's not gambling then.
It's define gambling.
When you wager.
Well,
when you test the odds.
Well, then I gamble every time I step out of bed. I think it's like I might sit at the bar, play some digital poker, drink a couple beers. Like
okay,
25.
But that's
50.
not gambling.
Technically, yes. I mean, I look at it more as I'm paying for an experience. And that's how I trick myself into making it okay.
I mean, that's how I felt like I take you go to if you go to the casino, you put $20 down on the fruit wheel. You put a dollar bet here, dollar bet there. Yeah. Maybe you're gonna double up on some cherry. You never know.
Always double up on the cherry.
But it's you're paying for the time spent at the table, knowing that $20 is $20.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how things go, all those people at the table could become your friends.
They could. You never know.
Fenton says you got your iPad downloading shows, Batman movie. The Batman movie will definitely take you through most of your flight. Highly recommended. Good. Pro tip: if you can swing it, do it. Get yourself a travel tablet. I don't know where my tablet is right now, but I got a tablet for D&D, and I was like, I feel like this is can be used more than for just D&D. So great.
Wait, you got a tablet specifically for D&D?
Yes.
It
was primarily for D&D. It's also multi-use for travel purposes. And I will say I have since sort of switched up my working station situation as of late, and I've been using it more as a YouTube player, just to have music going, or I'll throw a podcast on, kind of have it set up off to the side. It's good.
Is this a Kindle?
No, it's like a Galaxy Tab S5 8 2021 edition. I don't fucking know. It was $100 after all the coupons and discounts that I had.
Would you recommend?
No. Maybe if it was if it was on a good discount, if there was a really good sale and you had a gift card or a coupon code, yeah, for sure. Full price, fuck no.
So if it's not going to cost you anything, it's good enough.
Yeah, listen, there are certain key items that I own where I'm I will never spend more than X amount on this type of thing because I'm going to beat the shit out of it. And so if I buy the expensive one, it's just going to get broken and not work in a year and a half anyways. So
that's fair.
Aim low, perform high, enjoy your time.
There you go.
Oh yes, you're going to the Mom Museum and the Pinball Hall of Fame. We were literally just talking about those the other day.
Really?
Yes.
The Pinball Hall of Fame.
Yep. We've got planned we're it's weird to be yeah, I'm going to Vegas to go to museums, but these are cool fucking museums.
Right.
The Mom Museum, definitely. Pinball Hall of Fame, definitely. Neon Museum. Area 15 with the Omega Mart, definitely going through there. We got the concert, maybe do a little gambling experience, and there's some other things you can do in Vegas, which we don't got to get into.
Going to that Elvis Chapel?
I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore.
Really? They put the kibosh on that?
Yeah. We may have talked about this not that long ago, but I think the Elvis people.
I don't remember.
Put the kibosh on
the
it.
Elvis people.
Yeah, the Elvis people.
Oh, of the Elvis state.
Yes, the state of Elvis. I'm pretty sure the governor came out and said no more Elvis weddings.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you still get married by Elvis in Vegas? Elvis wedding crackdown leaves Las Vegas all shook up. You see what they did there?
See, that's a headline.
That's a hell of a headline. That drew
what a
me
writer.
in. Yes, this is from back in June. Let's see. Authentic Brands Group, which bought a controlling stake in Elvis Presley's estate in 2013, last month sent a cease and desist letter to companies offering the kitschy weddings. The move triggered angry responses from Elvis impersonators, chapel owners, and even the mayor of Las Vegas, who called for a little more open conversation and a little less legal action. There you go. There you go. See, that right there is proof that journalism is not dead.
Right there.
Right there.
Well done.
So yeah, like who knows? We'll see what happens. I mean, I would imagine that they're still trying to pull stuff because like the Westgate Hotel was where Elvis used to stay all the time. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So like they had like a whole thing with Elvis.
Oh man, so now it's like bootlegged Elvis weddings.
Yeah,
kind of like at a speakeasy or something like that.
Basically, like now they're just gonna pull out the honky tonk man, and like he's gonna. I mean, like at this point, like fucking give Wayne a booking, like he'll do it. I'm sure he likes money, among other things.
Is there room in Vegas? And I'm sure somebody's done it, and this isn't new. But say they bring the Elvises back, right?
Right.
And I'm sure there's plenty of Elvises.
Oh, there's like conventions worth of Elvises.
Is there room for a Bubba Hotep chapel?
Yo. And what better time of year to do that than now?
Right.
Like a horror-themed Elvis wedding chapel.
Right.
Dude.
You got JFK there?
How is this not a thing? How?
I'm telling you.
Like, oh my God. Like that. Like, there are so many people that would want to get married by, like old fat Elvis.
Yeah.
Like, fighting a fucking zombie and shit.
In a walker.
In a walker. Yeah. Yeah. I'd pay double if it was actually Bruce Campbell.
There you go.
Yeah.
How about that? I feel like it's a missed opportunity.
Very much so. I want to watch Bubba Hotep now. I have not seen that movie since college. No. Wait. No. It is great. Because it's not great. That's a movie that knows what it is. When the premise of the movie is Elvis didn't die, he's just some old fat guy in a retirement home, and his best friend is Black JFK.
Yeah.
And they're fighting like a 10,000-year-old mummy. Like, it's a great premise. Come on. Oh, no.
It's a premise.
We're going to watch that. Christy, we're adding that to our list. We've got a list of movies we're trying to get through. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm adding that.
Yeah. What's on the list?
There's a lot to be named. We don't need to do that right now.
Okay.
Although I will say, so we recently made some DVD purchases.
Wait, why?
Yes, because they were like $3. And believe it or not, this goes back to what I was saying before. Blu-rays are going up in price. Buy them while you can. Make sure you're getting a good deal. Because everybody's buying physical media now because streaming's dead.
It's not dead.
The streaming bubble is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well,
and
right.
bigger. And John Q. Consumer is about to come up and just go boop, and that thing is going to burst. Physical media. Buy your VHS, buy your DVDs, buy your Blu-rays, get your cassettes.
Are you a media doomsday prepper?
Oh my God, I found my personality. Buy them while you can. But we purchased some DVDs for the list of movies that we're trying to get through. One of those movies was Heat, Michael Mann's Heat from, I believe, 1994, starring Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. And Pacino is just fucking devouring the scenery. Oh my God. Like you thought he was over the top before. Like he's doing this weird accent that like I'm not sure if it's offensive yet because we haven't really been able to finish the movie because we got halfway. It's a 3-hour movie.
Oh Lord!
We got about 2 hours in, and the DVD fucking ate shit. So now we've got to go find like a buffer.
Get the digital.
Well, I don't know, man. Like probably eventually. But like here's the thing. Nobody's streaming it anywhere. So it's like
you probably rent it on Vudu, right?
Yeah, but like I already paid $3.
You could have paid $3 and seen the fucking thing.
Yeah, but I paid $3 and now I own it. But here I am now.
Do you?
But like we might. So I'm looking into getting potentially a DVD buffer. Because like that, they have actual devices, that
they had these in the fucking 90s, man.
Dude, they had them 10 years ago. We used to have to use them at the video store I worked at all the time. That was always the most annoying part of the job, was when you had a long line of customers and you're cashing somebody out, and like you always had to like pop the pins off the DVD case, check them, pop the pin off. You take the DVD out, you inspect it, and it's just scratched to shit. And you're like, motherfucker, I know this guy's going to go home, pop this in his player. It's not going to work. He's going to come back here. He's going to be angry as fuck. And I'm going to have to deal with that. And then I look over, and there's just a line of customers, and this dude's got like 10 DVDs, and he looks at me, and he just goes, can you buff all those out, please? I'm just like, fuck. Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That was always, like, just so aggravating. But, shit happens. But, yeah, like, you can buy those actual devices, which I think, because, listen, I mean, like, look, I'm not trying to buy, like, all the DVDs. I mean, Blu-ray usually had a better quality disc. And, you didn't really run into these issues that much. But, like some movies you got to buy on DVD because it's like $2-3. And it's like, well, I don't need it in the best condition or the best quality ever. Like, I just need to watch it. And I'll pay $2 to own it, and I get to watch it again.
You're a bad influence. Patrick Fenton has bought three shows on Blu-ray.
Yes. Listen, be prepared, okay? The future is coming, and it's bleak. You need stuff to watch.
I don't know what to say. Like, I have filled my home with better things than physical media.
Oh, listen,
like,
I'm not saying that like you need to. I'm just saying if it's of interest to you, I would. I would personally recommend it
at all.
I mean, I would recommend it without a shadow of a doubt. It's just smart.
As someone who has probably bought the Back to the Future trilogy 7 times in different formats, I'm done with the physical media.
Surprisingly, I haven't really done that.
I've done that. I've done it with Star Wars too. I've bought that at least 6 times.
So
the entire saga.
Interestingly enough, at one point in time, my DVD collection grossly outweighed my Blu-ray collection. Even now, like since like like since we moved to Austin and I basically abandoned like 90% of my DVDs. Even at the point I am now with Blu-rays, it's still not as many as like I owned of DVDs. Like I think at one point I had over like 150 DVDs.
That's crazy.
And that was like movies, TV shows, like comedy specials, music specials, like stunt stuff, skateboard stuff. Like I had a giant DVD binder, and then like 2 more for like extra shit.
The binder was a good move. Like I did that as well.
Yeah.
Like using those CD binders to hold your discs, like save on storage. But then like you didn't want to bring yourself to throw away the case. So like you just have like a box of cases somewhere that are empty.
Yeah.
Because all your fucking DVDs are in the binder. And it's like you're not really saving space, but you're sort of saving space, but not really.
You got to just put all that in a box and like tuck it in a corner somewhere, like a shed or a garage or like an attic if you got one.
Right.
And just like forget about it, you know? It becomes the future's problem, not your problem now. Plan for today.
But what is it about that like, you know, like if you were to move or something, you would just take the binder. Like, why do we hang on to things? Because listen, we're just recently going through a garage clean out.
Oh.
So we're, you know, there's still stuff in the garage that we have not unpacked from the move.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so like we're at this point now where we want our garage like we're trying to turn our garage into a hangout spot.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a dartboard in there.
Yep.
We're thinking about a pool table.
Dude, you're getting there. You're almost there. Like right. You're almost on course of just being like Florida Dad.
Exactly. Yeah. So we had to clear out the space so we can put more shit in there.
Yeah.
And when going through the stuff, I'm like, we have boxes for things that we didn't put in the box when we moved, which would be the only reason to keep the box in the first place.
Right. Yeah. No, I get that. We did that with a lot of our stuff. I think the only thing we didn't do that with was anything we didn't want to disassemble, because it was going to be more of a hassle to disassemble it and box it up than it would be just to like buckle it in and drive it across town. I know when we moved cross country, I was just like, get rid of it. I was just like, throw it all away. Just get rid of it.
Right.
And I think I ended up with a few DVDs that did not make it with their cases, which now I'm like, fuck, like that's not great. But you know, is what it is. But yeah, like that is an interesting phenomenon where it's like, just take the loose stuff, put it in a box, take the boxes, and then just move them as well.
Well, and that's my point. Is like, what is it about? Like, if you have the CD binder full of the movies, just fucking toss the cases. Like, just get rid of them.
Yeah, but like, eventually, once you do get the space, or if you do get the space, like, put that shit on display. Get like a nice bookshelf, little library. You know, it's a good interest piece. You know, when people come by, you know, they get to look through your shit and like really get to know you and be like, oh, you're a weirdo. It's like, yeah, I'm going.
Or you could just hand them the binder.
I mean, that's one way to like introduce them to your home as they walk in. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to my home. Here's my binder of movies. Would you like to take a look?
It's a conversation starter.
I mean, it is a conversation starter. Like instead of like coffee table books, just like CD and DVD binders on the coffee table.
There you go.
You know, and just like leave them open. Like maybe leave it open to like a specific page. Like try to like send a certain
something that
message.
means something to you.
Yeah, something that means something, or like something like really just like, you know, kind of like kick the night off with. You know, I think.
And then they walk in and then they're like, you have physical media?
It's like, yeah. What of it?
And you just kind of look around and you're just like, do you have smoke detectors? Like,
yeah.
Are you up to the new technology? Like,
what, as if smoke detectors weren't existing like 20 years ago?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'd question your technological judgment.
I own a fire extinguisher.
Oh, okay.
For the first time in my life, at 33 years old, I own a fire extinguisher.
Wait, you didn't have one previously? The man who almost set his garage ablaze didn't have a fire extinguisher.
Would a man who almost set his garage ablaze likely have one?
That is a fair point.
There you go.
That is a fair point. Well, I'm glad you got one.
We were at the Costco a couple weekends ago, and we were going up and down the aisles, and I was like, "Oh, fire extinguishers." I was like, we should have one, right? Christy was like, "Yeah, like that'd be a good idea," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's." I mean, it's still in the box. We haven't taken it out yet.
Well, no, you just keep it in the box. That's fine.
Yeah, keep it in the box. So when a fire breaks out, you throw the box on the fire, and you go, "Okay,
right,
we're done."
Done.
Fenton says that's how his basement will be when he moves. Binders on the table. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
See, you're such a bad influence. You're such a bad influence.
Listen, we're just giving.
He's going to Vegas. He's putting it all on red. And that's your fault.
I don't recommend that. Put it on green.
Fucking worse.
Pays out more.
Well, yeah, okay.
Put a little bit on every color. You can't lose.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know what the payout odds are.
I don't know. Christy, what's the odds on? I don't even.
You just make your money back. Like, like if I put $1 on every spot, like, what happens?
That's a good question.
You know,
would you end up winning more than you lost? Is that a viable strategy?
I don't think.
Is that allowed? What are the rules? Does anyone know the fucking rules?
I mean, it's about money. I just be able to do with it what I want.
Well, yeah, but like it's not your soil though.
I mean, that's fair, I guess. Yeah, don't gamble. I don't recommend it. Don't gamble. Pay for the experience of gambling by only using a little bit of money and a short amount of time. That's my recommendation.
Well, no, you want to use a little bit amount of money and stretch it out as long as you possibly fucking can.
I mean, yeah, but then like you get sucked in, and you know, it's like I don't know. Like
I don't know, Fen. That's a good question. Do the other bettors like? I think that doesn't work with roulette.
I don't know if you're
like. I don't think the other bettors matter.
I don't know if you're betting against. Like I think that might be craps. Where you bet on
or poker? You're playing against the table.
Poker? I mean,
like everyone in blackjack's playing against the dealer.
Like, I mean, if you're an asshole, you're playing against the other players.
Yeah, no, then you're a cock.
Yeah, poker, you're playing against everybody. Yeah, you're playing against the table and everybody at it.
Usually, yeah.
I mean, poker.
I don't know how roulette works.
I don't know.
Anyone?
Yeah. What's the math on roulette? I really don't know. Where are we talking? Oh, physical media.
Yeah.
The movies, we still have not finished Heat, but we plan to get back there. I don't know where we were beyond Heat, so that's all I got.
Okay. So you're wasting your money on buying old technology.
No, because listen, I also have rules, I will say.
Okay.
Because I was at a thrift store the other day,
right,
which had a fairly decent assortment of VHS tapes, a number of tapes that I would have enjoyed buying. However, I said, no. These do not fall in the category. I will leave these here and I will walk away.
Oh. And what's the category?
Like movies that are actually like of like importance to me, not just like any old thing. You know,
okay.
I think we talked about this like a little while ago, like like the Batman movies, the Turtle movies, like right. Jane Silent Bob type stuff like movies that I like identify with as like like these are like my core favorite movies.
All right, okay.
Or like if there's like a good deal too, like it's like I mean it's like $4 for $1, like you can't pass that up because then sometimes you need like trade bait. Because you got to have some stuff that's like duplicates because, maybe you got to buy like a crappier version and then trade up to the good version or just like have like a placeholder for the time being and then you can resell that one. So
who are you trading with?
Other VHS owners. There was a swap meet last weekend.
Who are? And you went?
No, I didn't go because it was Christy's birthday, so we celebrated that.
Motherfucker. Have you found a VCR yet?
Surprisingly, no. Nobody has VCRs down here.
I sent you that wall of VCRs I found the other day.
At the Goodwill, which, by the way, I will tell you this. The tip of Friday night, Saturday morning Goodwill shopping, that's the time to go.
That is the time to go.
There have been some good shit there around those times. No, like nobody in store has a VCR. Like I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like all the times I went to pawn shops, thrift stores, just the littering of old VCRs, and now like nobody's got them. Like
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more like crappy used like gaming accessories for like
oh
PC.
yeah.
But like no VCRs, like no retro video game stuff. Realistically,
no, not really.
It's. I think I just got to go on like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist because I did. I may have brought Christy in on this bad habit.
Oh no! What have you done?
Forcefully too. Well, it was her birthday, and like not too long ago, like when I had gotten a bunch of VHS tapes, and like hanging out with like Matt and Pat. Like because Pat was giving us a bunch of stuff for like the VHS collection, and then like we were getting some like retro gaming conversations and watching some retro, like some old school like 90s video game videos and stuff like that. And Christy had made mention, she was like, I think it would be kind of cool to get some of those like old Nintendo like promotional VHS tapes. And I was like, ooh.
Oh, okay.
I got a birthday gift idea. Because she's also a big Banjo-Kazooie fan,
of course.
So I jumped on the eBay, and I found a seller who was selling a handful of tapes, all in a bundle. One of which was the Banjo-Kazooie tape, and it was within a price range that I was like, okay, I can hit that. And I won at like the last second too. I think there was some of that eBay shady business going on. Because I was like, nobody up until like a minute before the auction ended, nobody was bidding, nobody was watching. I threw this guy 3 offers. He did not bite, like not even a nibble.
Okay.
With like a minute to go, I put in a bid, and then it was like immediately outbid, and I was like, oh motherfucker. So I put it in like a max bid.
Right.
And then like 20 seconds later, that got outbid. So I put in another bid, and I was good. And I was like, you know what? I need to put in a final max bid. I put in that final max bid, and at the last second, it jumped to the bid.
Huh.
Like, I sniped this.
Nice.
Like, straight up. Because the person... like at the last second bid higher than my previous offer, but because I'd punched in my max bid, which was higher than theirs, right at the wire, got it
at the wire.
So well done. I got her some Nintendo VHS tapes, and it's like, yep, you're in this now, and
no way to watch them
soon. That's the plan for the fall is to get
happy birthday. Here's shit you can't use.
Christmas is right around the corner. Don't worry. I mean, it's more like display pieces anyways, because she's got a big Banjo-Kazooie collection right now. So it's, kind of put it with that.
It's part of it.
It's part of it. It's, we got we've got like the whole arcade just out here on the landing and stuff like that. So it's a good time vibes. I do also want to get a CRT television.
You have a problem.
I have a problem, and I'm admitting this problem. It's okay though, because I know my limit. I know what my limit is.
But this is deeper, okay?
Is it,
and we're
though?
gonna get into this because listen, I don't know what you're running from,
brother.
But I can tell you,
brother, I'm running back.
That's the thing. I'm telling you, your answers aren't behind you. They're in front of you. Stop looking in the goddamn past.
But it's
for whatever it is you're looking for.
I'm just looking for a select series of VHS tapes. That's all I'm doing, brother. That's all I got to look for. That's all I got. But yeah.
No, well, while you're wasting your money on that nonsense, your boy got hit with some hard reality today.
Oh.
Some hard reality.
The harshness of the world caught up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car maintenance.
Dude, let's talk about this. Okay, what happened?
So my car, I got, I'm a minivan dad. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
And God damn it, they're useful. All right.
Yeah, they are.
They carry a lot of shit. If you need to go pick up something, you got some room. The seats fold down. We got the family.
Yeah.
We pile them in. We'll go to the drive-in. Whatever. It's very useful. We love the minivan. Apparently, they're not making minivans anymore.
What?
Yeah, like they stopped. Like all companies have stopped to make minivans, and thusly, the price for used minivans has gone up.
Like
because you can only get used ones now.
Yeah.
So, been driving the minivan for a while, and whenever you hit the accelerator, it jumps and shakes and rattles, and that sort of thing.
Roll, baby.
Exactly. So we let it go for like 4 more months, and it got to the point now where it's like, okay, we kind of need to do something about that. Yeah, fuck Syracuse Salt.
Oh, dude,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
So we take it in. We want to find ourselves a Honda dealer.
Yeah.
Because we do. I don't know anybody. Like I can't take it to somebody I know's shop who I can trust. Like I got to go with the dealer because I know at least if they fuck up, it's the dealer.
It's the dealer.
So
yeah.
So we take it into the dealer today. And we're like, it's doing that thing. We don't know what that thing is. Like, I have a couple ideas of what it could be, but like, well, listen, I only changed oil for like a little while. Like, I don't know a lot, and I don't give a fuck about cars. So I'm just like, you deal with it. And so we get the call, and the call's like, well, yeah, that's basically we need to change the transmission fluid. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. So it's like, there's that, and then there's like all these other things. That you should probably like do if you want to like live, because
if you don't want to die in this car.
Yeah, he was basically like, it's kind of a safety issue. Some of these things.
Okay.
And so like the list goes on and on and on and on and on. However, we took it to the dealer. So they're like, this is a lot of money. And I'm like, well, no fucking shit, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of car.
How do you feel about a trade-in? And I'm like, pardon? And they're like, well, you could invest this money into your car, or you can take that money, put it in a down payment, and we can trade in that vehicle and get you in something new today. And I said, sir, I don't have a car payment. My car's paid off. Fuck you. So we only got, I think 3 times tried to sell. They tried to sell us a new car.
Dude, Christy was looking for a new car recently, and she called some dealerships. These dealerships do not have the car that she wanted.
Okay.
And they said, "Can we buy your car?" And she says, "Do you have a car for me?" And they said, "No." She's like,
Okay.
"Why would I sell you my car then?"
Right.
Like, why?
Exactly.
Yeah, dealer, like it's getting sketchy out there. Like dealers want your car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so we declined 3 times. But you know the total of all the repairs and let's see. Oh yeah, and that's the best part. They couldn't even give us a trade-in value because we were yeah, we were like, okay, like we said we're not interested, but if you want to shoot us a number, we'll listen.
Yeah, I'm always happy to hear a number.
Always happy to hear a number. And he's like, well, we don't have the exact figures, as it were. And I'm like, well, then what are we doing?
What does Kelly Blue Book say? What is
yeah? What's
she talking
if
about?
If you don't know what you're selling me, what am I buying?
Yeah.
Like what's happening here? Fenton, my store doesn't have any new cars. We are building out until wow.
Damn.
So it's a supply and demand issue.
I think so. I think COVID definitely threw a lot of things off. I think a lot of manufacturers too, don't quote me on this, have been having some trouble getting new cars out the door. Because I know when I went to potentially upgrade my lease to the newer model of my car, they were like, yeah, that's not coming out this year. And I was like, why? And they're like, the computer issue. I was like, so that's it? Is it coming out like in a couple of months later? Like, no, just like not at all. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
And then one of the cars Christy was looking at that she wanted to get, the dealer was like, yeah, you're probably not getting one of those. And she was like, why? and they were like, oh, battery issues. I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, like the whole battery was. It was like a hybrid or like an electric car, which like you think in an electric car, like the most important thing is the battery.
I would assume.
And they were like, yeah, it doesn't work. I was like, okay, but if you want, we'll buy your car from you, and you can like ride a bike or something. Like that's fuel efficient. Right. Fenton saying every franchise has different issues. The Volkswagen company had a ship catch on fire and it ruined thousands of. I mean, like that's also a problem, Like, hey, can I get a new fucking Jetta? Nah, you can't. Well, why not? The ship caught on fire.
Yeah, that's like the cost of doing business, though.
Yeah,
like you got to build that into the price.
I mean, well, the consumer gets fucked at that point.
Well, of course,
yeah.
Of course.
So what, like, how you were able to get everything taken care of with the van, though?
So yes, so basically they're like, you need the transmission fluid done, you need front brakes.
Oh,
but of course, he said because you got yourself a northern vehicle. Is the way he phrased it.
Well, you got that. You got that salt vehicle.
You got that salt vehicle. So you got to get the new rotors and pads and the whole fucking caliper and all that shit. And he's like, so you need that. He said your tires are worn down to the wires. So I'm like, all right, well I didn't know that. And then he said, but the problem is they're wearing the backs are wearing wrong because your alignment's off. But we can't fix it because your bolts are seized because of the rust. And so you're going to need a whole new, fucking gimmick there.
Are you sure you didn't want to trade in?
Now that I'm saying it, that's a fair. I mean, I can't do a monthly payment. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like the car's paid off.
I get that. I get that 100%.
But boy, yeah. Now. But then also it was like, yeah, so like 4 tires, the whole suspension or the whole alignment system, the front brakes, the transmission is like $3,000 later,
bro.
And you're like, man, And at the end of the day, it's like we really haven't had to do much maintenance to the van thus far.
I will say it's one of those things you don't. I mean, okay, maybe I'm speaking for myself. It's one of those things you don't always think about. Like if you get like a good vehicle that like lasts you a while. Like I will say, my car has been fantastic for me. However, more recently, which I think is interesting. When I was able to get my lease extended, suddenly things started to go wrong. Like I still like I've got a nail in my tire, so I'm like, well, fuck, I'm gonna have to get that replaced. And if I'm getting that replaced, I might as well get like at least 2 replaced. My battery died. Like I kind of murdered it.
Don't you have a fucking new car?
I do have a new car. It's the car's 3 years old and my battery died. But I looked it up and they said, yeah, battery dies in like 3 years.
Yeah, I mean like 3 to 5.
Well, yeah, 3 to 5. And I kind of murdered it by accident.
Oh, okay, now the story comes out. Okay. What did you do?
So it was like a Saturday morning. Christy and I were going out, and I was like, ooh, I want to get my sunglasses out of my car. So I go up, I unlock my car. Oh, actually, because I wasn't taking my keys, I unlocked it from the house. I get my glasses, shut the door. I'm like, well, it's gonna be parked in the garage. I don't need to lock it back up. So I get in Christy's car. We drive away, come home, do a little thing at the house. We're like, oh, let's go get lunch. I'll drive. Get into the car. Click, 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 click. This is fucking weird. Click, click, click. I'm like, oh, fuck, my battery died? Figured out, car has this dumbass feature where if you don't lock the doors, the overhead lights stay on.
Oh, like the whole time?
Like the whole time.
Oh, that's dumb. Don't do that.
Because we tested it. Like I shut the door and I didn't lock it. Okay. And we had been standing there talking for a couple of minutes. I look over. I'm like, why? I'm like, why the fuck are my... And like I checked them too. And like I was like poking at them. I'm like, okay, like they're not just like on by accident. And like, went through a rigorous test. I do have a master's degree. Part of that master's degree was usability testing and everything. So I'm like, it's the locking function. Like if the car's not locked, the lights stay on. Because as soon as I lock the doors, the lights shut off. Like within seconds. I was like, fuck.
Interesting.
So like, all right. So I was able to jump it. No issues.
Okay.
Brought it over to like the O'Reillys. They were like, yeah, it's dead. And I was like, fuck. So I had to buy a new battery. I will say I switched it out myself, which I was very proud of.
Oh. Okay.
Even though they would do it for free.
You're like, I'll show them.
Well,
what kind of cuck do they think I am? I can do my own battery.
It's actually really fucking easy.
I know.
Yeah, but because like I jumped it, drove it over, and I was like, "Can you guys check the battery?" They're like, "You have like a quarter of its life left in it." And I was like, "That's interesting." Okay, I'm like, "But why doesn't it start?" And they're like, well, we don't know. Try to start it up. And of course, I get in and it starts right up. And I'm like,
you look like a fucking asshole.
And I'm like, all right, I guess it just needed to sit for a day or two. Drive it home. Do a thing. This was like a Monday night, so we were going to D&D. So I was like, I'll drive. Get in the car. Doesn't fucking start. And I'm like, what the fuck? So one of the things I had asked the guy, I was like, well, can you charge it? Because like maybe it just needs a charge. And the guy was like, yeah, you just got to take the battery out. I was like, okay, cool. Is that something you do as part of the service? And he was like, no. And I'm like, what? He goes, you got to take the battery out and bring it in. I'm like, okay. So I take the battery out. Like the next day, get in Christy's car. I drive over, leave it there for like 10 minutes. Like, yep, it's taking a charge. Come back in an hour. I'm like, all right, cool. Go, I run an errand. I come back. The guy's like, yeah, your battery's dead. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it charged for like 20 minutes and then died. I'm like, so I got to get a new battery. He's like, yeah.
Oh.
So that's, I was like, all right. So I brought a new one home, switched it out. Super fucking simple. But like I was going through trying to get the trifecta done yesterday because I got to go get like my inspection taken care of, which I had to drive to 3 fucking places to get my inspection taken care of. Because the first place I went to, well, it actually works out in the end. The first place I went to, I show up. I'm like, hey, like, I know you guys close in an hour, but like, I stopped here once before. Like, would you be able to get me in for an inspection? He goes, nah, my guy doesn't work past 12. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll go somewhere else. Drive a little bit up the road to another place I've been to for my inspection. Go in. I was like, hey, like, I've got my inspection done here a couple times before. Like, any chance you guys can fit me in, with it being the end of the day? And he's like, oh, we're not doing those. I'm like, what?
Like at all?
He goes, yeah. He goes, the team that does it, they're on vacation. I'm like,
wait, what?
I'm like,
the whole did they go together? Like, are they in team? Kokomo? Like, what?
And I'm like, the whole team? He's like, yeah. He goes, they're not going to be back till the end of the month. I'm like, like in 2 weeks? Yeah. I'm like, okay. He goes, you can go up the road to this other shop. I should be able to get you in. I was like, okay. Drive up the road. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Pull in, park, like crazy busy at this point. Like there's just cars everywhere. I walk in. I'm like, can you guys fit me in for an inspection today? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, great. He goes, it's going to be about an hour. And I was like, okay, that's fine. He goes, all right, cool. Fill everything out. I sit down. Literally 10 minutes later, like, okay, you're done. And I'm like, did you look at it?
Is that one of them Texas hours?
Dude, no. Like, imagine what you have to go through for like a New York State inspection.
Sure.
Texas
sucks.
A Texas car inspection consists of this. Do you have 4 tires?
Mm-hmm.
Does your car go vroom?
Uh-huh.
Does your car go brake?
Okay.
Is your check engine light on?
Uh-huh.
You're good.
Florida has no inspection.
Dude, good for you.
They're just like, pay your fucking money.
But not only that, the dude gave it to me on the house.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I was so blown away. Like that, it was one of those things where I'm like, I go up, I pay, or I go up to pay, and he hands me the receipt. He goes, "You're all taken care of. It's on the house." And I was like, "What? What?" I'm like, "What do you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're good." I'm like, "Is this a test?" Like, I'm thinking,
was he hitting on you?
And I was like, I mean, I do look good today, but like,
right.
And I was like, is this in my head? I'm like, is this a pay it forward thing? Like, do I need to pay it forward now?
Are you now responsible for the?
I'm like, I don't know if I can handle that much responsibility, but like, okay, I'll take it. And then I'm like, I mean, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Like, I'll be sure to pass the good word along. And then I get in my car.
Start talking about Jesus.
But then, like, I get in my car and I'm like, okay, did they steal something or bug my car? Like, I got so fucking paranoid, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was good day of luck, and I'm like, all right, let's hit the trifecta. I get my car washed. And I'm because there's like a car wash like right around the corner from this place, and I'm like, boom, I'm getting.
Like they said, he was hitting on you. So
I mean, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like I did not like. The thought crossed my mind, but I was not getting that kind of vibe. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Okay, no bedroom eyes.
No, there were no bedroom eyes.
Okay,
but. And then there was an oil change
been hoping
place.
For a tip.
Again, it wasn't that kind of vibe. And then there was an oil change place right up the road. I was like, you know what? Fuck, I do need an oil change. I was like, let me go there.
Right.
I pull in, and there's like nobody here. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe I got to go in. Because, again, this is the end of the day. I get out of my car, and there's just like a woman who like does not work there. And she's like,
okay.
And I'm like, I can talk, like,
right.
And then she goes and she like runs into the building, And then like 2 minutes later, like dude comes out, and I'm like, okay. Dude comes out and he's just like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Good, good. Just hoping I can get an oil change." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, we'll just so you know, we're running low on oil today."
We're running low on oil today.
And I'm like, "Sir, this is a Jiffy Lube?" Like, I'm pretty sure oil is what you do.
Yes.
So I was like, "Okay, well, what do you got?" He goes, "Well, we're kind of low on these ones." He goes, "Why don't you pop your hood and we'll take a look at what you need." And pop.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I'm not getting my oil changed today.
No.
Pop the hood. No. And sure enough, he goes, "Yep, that's what I expected. This is that one. This is the one we don't got today." And I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, all right, Cletus, I'll get you the next time. Thank you though for taking a look. I do appreciate it. I'll make my way on out of here. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure.
He goes, "There's another one though, like right up the road. I know they have it." And I'm like, okay. And I just for kicks, I looked it up on my phone, and that one was closed.
Of course.
So I was like, hey, you know what? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, I was like, but yeah, like it's car season now. I've picked up on
it.
That.
It is. I also went to the Jiffy Lube.
Yeah.
As well, and the guy who was talking to me could not give a flying fuck about anything that was happening, including my car or any of the upselling things he was gonna try to sell me. And he's just like, "You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. Dude, do you want your oil change still?" I'm like, "Yeah, like, could you fill the tires? That'd be great too."
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like I don't know if anybody cares anymore.
Well, I do think so. Something I've never actually done, admittedly, is I've never changed my oil.
Okay.
I've heard it's easy.
It's stupid easy.
So yeah. I think I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
I mean, I already changed my battery out just to show those fuckers.
The bitch is getting under the fucker. That's the hard part.
Yeah. I feel like that is the issue, but I think if I like position the car in a certain way, I should be able to like slide around
under a jack. Yeah,
also tiny.
Yeah, that's the proper way.
Under a jack. Yeah,
under a jack.
Well, I was thinking about like driving it up on the sidewalk a little bit, and then just like
just empty it down a storm drain.
Empty it down the storm drain or something like that. No, I would never do that. No, I'd get an oil pan and then leave it off to the side. Yeah, but car season, man, get out there and get it fixed.
Yeah, and the thing is, like my old man used to say, you can't make money without your car, so sometimes your car takes your money.
It's true. Got to invest in yourself.
That's right.
As well as VHS tapes.
And I just renewed those goddamn Disney annual passes, so
there you go.
We did go down a level. Yeah, but we still got to make that drive over to the mouse.
Yeah.
So better do it with fresh tires and brakes and the car not stuttering. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Probably for the best. Probably. Fenton says, go to Harbor Freight, get a couple of solid ramps. That was actually kind of what I was thinking, as a matter of fact.
Yep. Do the ramps, not the jack. The jack will fall on you and kill you.
Yeah. I just hope, with the ramps that, they don't roll back.
Well, you put the emergency brake on.
Yeah, that's awesome. I got like one of those like weird paranoid minds where I'm like, yeah, like I'll put the emergency brake on, but then the car will just like lean forward and push the ramps out of the way.
I mean, that won't happen. So
I know,
but it is you.
It is me.
So like you're rolling disadvantage. So
I rolled a fucking charisma fail the other night.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I can. Oh man, This might need to be a story I tell you off air. I don't think it's
okay
because there are certain aspects of it that aren't my story to really tell. Because I'll tell you off air.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for this week.
Yes.
So be sure to subscribe.
Yes, hit that subscribe button. Ring the notification bell so you know each and every time we go live because, folks, we do this show every single Wednesday night right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV at 10, 9 Central. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Got some ideas you want us to talk about? Let us know. We're more than open. We have other content here, right here on YouTube. We got a new episode of Don't Be an Asshole coming to you live tomorrow night. That's Thursday at 10, 9 Central. We do that show every other week now. We've also got some video game stuff that I got to do.
Yeah, your month's coming to an end, sir.
We had a plan last week. The week kind of got a little sketchy for us, so we had to shelve that. But we do have we do have an idea for a new video game date night. Which I think we're gonna try to kick that off before the end of the month. So that will definitely more than likely happen. At the very least, I can get a couple hours in. Try to finish up some Sunset Overdrive, get into the new season of Fortnite because I'm really digging the gameplay there. And I haven't played the new season yet. So lots of ideas, lots of stuff coming down the pipeline. You guys got anything coming up that you need to plug?
Yeah, we do. We're just gifted a new board game to try, which we'll be doing on Board Game Date Night.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be in the process of doing a whole set redesign thing going on. So we got more to come with that. Yeah. And the content is just going to keep on rolling.
So hit that subscribe button. Let's grow those channel numbers up, folks. Also, we have 2 other channels. I should probably link them down below. Brainwreck. I forgot when I put all the information out for this one. I never updated the description. But Brainwreck Clips, we got a new channel out there that we're going to start throwing some short form content in there for you. There's some recaps and some clips from some previous shows. And there's going to be Brainwreck Gaming, which is going to be sort of the condensed versions of some of our video game streams. Be on the lookout for those. And if you see them, subscribe to them.
That's right.
That's all we got.
All right. Well, for this week, I've been Jason Axe.
I'm Kevin Gray.
And this has been your show.
Peace.